What's up, motherfuckers? How is everybody doing? Well, I just came from doing some shopping, stuff like that. I figured I'd say hello to y'all because I haven't talked to you guys in a couple days, but I do want to go over a few things. And if this video looks like it's skipped, it's because I'm editing the fuck out of it. First off, look, I got a lot of attention for that last video that I did with the whole conception before erection bill or whatever that's going on in Ohio. Now here's the deal. I like making fun of politics. I like watching it from time to time. My two favorite people to watch are Bill Maher and Steven Crowder because there's complete opposite ends of the spectrum and it's funny to watch them argue. I think it's hilarious that adults argue without any empathy to the other side. And that's what both right and left do. Don't care what you say. Don't care what you try to convince me of. Both left and right argue like little children on the playground saying, my swing, my swing, my swing. When the rest of us down here in the real world could give two shits what swing it is. Honestly, we don't give a fuck. I don't want to become a political channel. I could easily do that. I could easily turn like one of my YouTube channels or part of a segment on here and turn it into some kind of political commentary because I know it gets views. I know everybody likes it. I know people like to chime in and, you know, that's like the hip thing now to do and shit, but I'm a content creator. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the guy that helps people start businesses and helps people grow on social media, which, just FYI, if you ever start doing the shit that I'm doing, just a little word of advice. While you're taking care of everybody else, take care of yourself. That's the biggest mistake I had last year. I could have such a much bigger following if I would have just taken care of myself and not everybody else. All know how that goes. But anyway, I could do political commentary all day. I would be the guy, because I'm not, it's really weird. I was brought up in a family that I wouldn't say was conservative, but definitely weren't liberal. Like, and they weren't really in the middle. Like, it was really weird. Really, I mean, other than probably my grandparents, because my grandparents were, I would call them hardcore conservatives. And that's grandparents on both sides, by the way. Not just my mom, not just my dad. Now, my aunts and uncles on both sides of the family, that's another, you could probably split them half and half between them. But I get the draw. I get the appeal. I know why everybody likes it, why everybody likes talking about it, why everybody thinks it's funny. Because again, it's grown-ass people just acting like total fucking morons. And, you know, we like that. We like that stuff. Why we like that stuff, but we like that stuff. I want to get into the more, on the better side of things. Like, if I'm going to talk about, I don't think I'm ever going to make a post like that again. I'm really not. Even though it got traction, it got, you know, a lot of people interacted with it, the whole 9 yards, and it was all good. I don't think I'm going to do a post like that again. I want to be the guy that people come to for questions, like a Kmart Gary V, pretty much, is what I'm looking for. I don't need to be as rich, I don't need to be as famous, because that's one thing that oh my God, that's the question that pisses me off the most. Like, everybody thinks I'm doing this for the money. If you honestly think somebody like me is doing something like this for the money, I hate to enlighten you about something, but content creation as a whole, you can support yourself on it, but very rarely, and everybody tells me the whole Mr. Beast story, and that's like he's an oddity. Very rarely do you become a millionaire or really fucking famous doing something like that. Well, unless you're Pokemon, or you're Jacksepticeye, or you're Mr. Beast. Hey, we're not going to be those guys. I'm not looking to be those guys. I'm looking to make a small footprint, develop the game that's got a series to it with 4 parts, do my short film here pretty soon, hopefully collaborate with Joe. Joe, if you watch this, I'm hunting you, buddy. I'm coming for you. Do my short film, my horror film, do 1 feature length, 1 more documentary, and get maybe a dozen or 2 bands started on their indie journey. That's what I want. And as long as I can sustain myself, pay all my bills, make sure the studio's paid for, make sure the equipment's paid for, make sure my people are paid, that's really all I give a shit about. I'm not going into this thinking, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire. No, because that's not what it's about. And that's why I'm not going to do the political thing either. Because I really honestly think it's not scalable. It's not going to last much longer. It really isn't. If you really think about our political climate today, it's even though it kind of is like we're spread out pretty far, we're slowly coming together. Everybody is. Not just conservatives, not just liberals, not just left, not just right. It seems like here lately, everybody's coming together for a lot more common sense. Common sense on trans issues, common sense on gay marriage, common sense on healthcare, common sense on how the government's spending their money. I think everybody is slowly coming together and realize, hey, when we fight, not a fucking thing gets done. If we band together, I'll bet you we can get a lot more done. A lot more done. And that's where I'd like to see that go. So that's why I might do 1 or 2 things here or there, but this is not by any means going to be a political channel whatsoever. So anyway, this has been a long video. So if you guys have stuck around for the whole 10 minutes, thank you very much. I really, really appreciate your support. If you made it all the way to the end, don't forget, go to our Patreon. That is patreon.com/Natasmaistudio. Become a member. You get your name on everything. We're gonna put you out as an executive producer for pretty much every piece of content we have. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that. I love you guys very much. I will see you in the next one. And do not forget, y'all, stay under.